The only validation that you need is yourself. The only approval that you ever need is yourself. You don't need any approval. You don't need any validation from anybody else. You know yourself, and that is enough. Until you fully accept yourself, you still care about what others think. And when you still care about what others think, you still depend on them. And you are not really free. I used to be afraid of admitting that I want a beautiful girl. For some reasons, we think that it is superficial. I worry about people think if I am superficial. I did care about it. And then I used to find a reason to justify, to explain that I am not that type of guy. And I felt weird. I felt something is not right inside the more I tried to justify. As a man, it's in our nature to want beauty. So instead of embracing it, I tried to explain and deny it. And that didn't feel right at all. But now, I no longer feel the need to justify myself because I know I only need my validation. I only need my own approval. I know what I want and what I'm looking for. I live according to my authentic self. That's when I feel totally at peace with myself. And every time when somebody think of me differently, instead of defending for myself, I just have a quiet, confident smile because I know it's not true and that I don't feel the need to explain. I don't feel the need to change their minds or anything like that. I am totally at peace with myself. And that's the point that you need to get to. When you don't feel the need to explain, even when you know that what they think of you is so wrong, is so different, but you don't really care. What others think of you is none of your business. That is their business. You focus on yourself and live true to your authentic self. And that's all you can do. You can't really control what others think. You can't really control what's going on the other side. And if the more you try to control, the more burden you will experience and the less freedom you'll have. Some of my family members want me to do certain things, but it doesn't make sense to me. And I used to listen to them just because I wanted to please them. But now, I no longer feel the need to listen to them anymore. I realize that life is very short to live according to others' opinions. And when you don't do what they want you to do, they come up with some reasons to make you feel guilty about your decisions. And when that happens, don't fight back or even try to justify. Just agree and move on because you know who you are and you don't even feel the need to explain. And that's when I experience peace within myself. When I know that I don't feel the need to explain anything, even when I know that what they think of me is not true, but I have no intention of explaining. And as long as you experience peace within yourself, that's enough. That's when you are comfortable on your own skin. You are confident in yourself. Learn to accept yourself fully, the bad and the good, any flaw or mistake, any desire. Don't feel shame of your desire. If you want a beautiful girl, admit it. And I know you not only just want beauty, you want more personality as well. You want a whole package. And same to me. But people are so binary. They think that you can only accomplish one thing. And they said that it's not realistic to accomplish both beauty and personality. But that's their stories, not you and I stories. When we're talking about beauty, they were thinking that beauty is very superficial. And the people often think about it are those that only settle for less than what they truly want. And they try to convince others to settle like them. That's why they come up with the cool reasons to convince you to settle like them. So don't listen to them. The world is not that binary. You want the whole package. You want beauty and you want a great personality. That's it. Accept it. That's a part of who you are. When I fully accept it, I feel so much peace within myself. I don't have any intention to explain or justify anymore. And funny enough, when you totally accept who you are and not even ashamed to admit your wants and needs, the right people will show up into your life. You show the world who you are, your authentic self. Your desire is unique and could be different from everybody else. Don't change your desire due to social pressure. Don't change your want because of somebody else, because of your family members, because of your friends. Be confident in who you are, and the right people will show up. When people tell you that you are a bad person, or they put some labels on who you are, the initial reaction is usually to justify that you are not. But I challenge you not to justify. Just admit and move on. Remember, you know yourself is enough. You only need a validation from yourself. And if you have a hard time doing it, keep practicing. It will come easy over time. Start with the awareness. And funny enough, the more you react or defend for yourself, the more people think their assumptions are right. But when you agree and show non-reaction, people lose power over you. They lose control over you. Agree doesn't mean that you think they are right. It just means that, oh, that's what you think. Cool. And then nothing more, nothing less. You just agree for the sake of agreeing. And then you do whatever the fuck you wanna do. And let them think whatever the fuck they wanna think. It's none of your business. And oftentimes, and I say oftentimes, when you just agree and move on, they will doubt themselves and actually think that whatever the assumption that they have are wrong. I heard a quote once said, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who might don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." The key is to get to the point that you don't feel any need or intention to explain, because you are confident and comfortable with who you are. You only need your own validation and approval, and that's it. And the best way to do it is to live on your own rules and with your authenticity. Do what feels right for you, and the rest will fall into place. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode and got some value out of this. Appreciate your reviews. Remember that you only need a validation from yourself. Never put anybody else on the pedestal. You are worthy. You are a work in progress. Whatever goal or dream that you want to accomplish, I believe that you will. Believe in yourself and your own self-worth. And until next time, thank you.